Hello, how are you? I hope you are doing fine. So today I would like us to talk about two types of marriages. First, we have traditional marriage. Second, we have got modern marriage. Modern marriage is the kind of marriage that is existing right now, and the traditional marriage is a type of marriage that used to exist long time ago in our African traditional society. That kind of marriage that our grandfathers and our grandmothers used to cherish. The kind of marriage that they existed. The kind of marriage that existed during their time. That is what we call the traditional marriage. Apart from that, we are going to discuss reasons why traditional marriages used to last as compared to modern marriages. In our traditional African society, women used to get married at their tender age. For example, women used to get married at the age of 14. You will find a woman mature enough to get married. They used to get married at the age of 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. When a woman reached the age of 20 there, she was ripe to settle down with the man. And there were some factors that were contributing towards this. Because in our traditional African societies, we never used to have schools. People never used to go to school. Men and women never used to go to school. So the only thing that they used to do when they were mature was to settle down. And such kind of marriage used to survive a lot. Because in the first place, marriage was so serious at that time. Marriage was considered as an achievement in our African societies. When you marry, you are considered as a full man, as a full woman. And we had some traditions that accompanied these marriages. And in those marriages, once you get married to a given man, there was no coming back, unlike our modern marriages where a mother is going to tell her daughter, if that man plays with you, if you brush shoulders, or you get involved in a loggerhead, leave that marriage and come back to your parents' house. Your parents have got a big house to accommodate you. Leave that marriage and come back. But in our traditional African society, no one was allowed to leave her marriage, no matter what. And let me tell you, in those African traditional marriage, husbands were very harsh and tough. They were not a walk in the park. These husbands were so fierce, and our grandmothers, women of those days, used to survive those marriages. They gave rise to our fathers, they gave rise to our mothers, and our mothers, as we are talking, they grew so well because they were trained in good and perfect marriages. But look at our modern marriages. There is a big difference. Women are not trained to live well. Men grow as weak men. They are not even taught how to stay with wives. Women are not taught how to stay with their husbands. Women and men are brought up nowadays in weak family structures. Men are not taught how to become responsible. Women are not taught how to take care of their husbands. You can find in a modern marriage, a woman does not even know how to cook. She does not know even how to address a man, the husband. But in our traditional African societies, marriages used to survive because we had very crucial and important sessions where men and women were taught how to take care of their spouses. Something that is not happening right now because of modernity. Another reason as to why traditional marriages used to survive is because we had no school. And in that context, we had nothing like status. Women were submissive because their level of understanding was too low. But if you look at our modern women, their level of understanding is too high. They have gone to school. They have been empowered in a wrong way. When a woman in our modern society finds that he is working in the same office like that of the husband, or they have the same job. For example, a woman is a lawyer, a man is a lawyer. Then a woman thinks that she's above a man. So our modern marriages fail because women have been programmed to believe that their social status can make them to be above men. Unlike in our traditional African marriages where women were submissive because they were not empowered in a wrong way. In fact, they were taught that the man is the head and he has to be respected. In our African traditional marriage, women were considered to be below men in a way that a man is the head and the woman is the neck. So no matter what, a woman must be below a man, because the neck cannot be above the head. It is the head that must be above the neck. But in these our ultra-modern marriages, women are told that whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. So if you go in these marriages and you expect a woman to respect a man there, after being told that whatever a man can do, a woman can do better, then it cannot work like that. A woman is going to disrespect a man because she feels she can do better than a man. Such kind of marriages cannot survive. Such kind of a marriage cannot prosper. A marriage can only prosper if a woman knows her space and a man knows her space. A woman carries her responsibility that entails womanhood, and the man carries out the responsibility that entails the manhood. If we take our spaces seriously and we know that it is not good to skip this boundary, then our marriages are going to survive the way traditional marriages used to survive. And I suggest that before women get married, they are supposed to undergo certain form of training on how to cook, how to take care of their husbands. We want our marriages nowadays to survive. We want people not to walk out of their marriages, but we want people, spouses, to persevere in their marriages. I hope you have gotten something out of this and you are going to take it seriously and make your marriage to survive. Thank you. Have a good night.